in this pitch and my hiking boots are home. Right now this mountain's all I know, and hills break wills until you know what heart is. And it's a long road down back to where I started. They say I'll never be far from home, but I'm afraid that they don't know what I know. And these peaks will test my bones, in these storms I'll stand alone. And it's a long road home. It's okay to turn away from this fate if it's not what you thought it's. But I'll face all the pain and face the fear that it takes to climb this mountain. They say I'll never be far from home, but I'm afraid that they don't know what I know. And these peaks will test my bones, in these storms I'll stand alone. And it's a long road home. Oh, and they don't know. It's a long road home, and it's a long road home. And it's a long road home. That's a long road.
Nice.
If you liked that, you can go search my name on iTunes or Google Play or any major platform, and you can find this album. This is the title track off of there. This is called Take a Step. It's about chasing dreams. I've been running down this path with just one task, to find what's known. Oh, and I'm getting lonely, I'm getting tired, oh, of these yellow dotted lines and these days gone by. Oh, you've gotta take a step that's blind. Oh, you've gotta take a step and leave it all behind. Yes, you've gotta take that first step, find a way. Oh, you've gotta take that first step. Well, I found a way. But the world is tight, weaved in all these different places, tied tight to the troubles of the day. How the day creeps closer, when I'll change my stars. You got to break, break, fly, fly, fly away. take that first step, find a way. Oh, you've gotta take that first step. Well, I found a way.
Let's go into the next one.
All right, this next one is...
Just grab it, because we'll fill all that in. I'm going to add claps in between.
Okay,
So pretend like you're just doing a concert.
cool. This next song is called These Letters. In the town of the fox and the hound is another short story of just a girl and a man. And this song is not a sweet sing-along, but this song is a tale of that man and his mail. It's called These Letters. These letters came at sundown each evening, and he read them each night until love did him right. Oh, but the father would watch her each morning as she wrote and his girl ran away. Oh, 'cause the letters did chime, saying once upon a time there was a boy and a girl and a day. And they said, would you run away from a town and a gown of a covering one day? For you I'd run any way the wind flies, or up and down a steep rise, and I love you that way. Oh, oh, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey. So with the storm on the horizon, or a clear blue horizon, we'll stand steadfast, strong. Or with mountains fast fading, or the plains slowly waiting, I'll catch you alone. Would you run away from a town and a gown of a covering one day? For you I'd run any way the wind flies, or up and down a steep rise, and I love you that way. Oh, oh, hey, oh, hey. In the town of the fox and the hound is another short story of just a girl and a man. Ooh, oh.
Nice.
Thanks.
That one's really good.
Thank you. That's the 10th grade one.
That's the what?
That's the 10th grade one.
It's the 10th grade.
I wrote it in the 10th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Okay, Backyard Swing. falling stands, nothing but still. I'm gonna hold you with soft hands, but only until the swing rolls high, and I'll hold you tight. Oh, 'cause I'm gonna love you when the swing blows left unto right. And I'm gonna watch you as we grow larger than life. Well, just like flying on an angel's wings. Well, I'm gonna love you like a backyard swing. So let your swing back down, and let your swing back down. Oh, and let your swing back down, and let your swing back down. 'Cause I'm gonna love you when the swing blows left unto right. And I'm gonna watch you as we grow larger than life. Well, just like flying on an angel's wings. Well, I'm gonna love you like a backyard swing. So let your swing back down, and let your swing back down. Oh, and let your swing back down, and let your swing back down.
Nice, man. What a good recording.
Thank you, man.
Really, that one was awesome.
Thank you.
So you're doing, what's the competition called again?
So it's called Song and Chance 3, and it's for this festival at the end of this month.
Song and Chance 3, and then people have to vote for you or something?
Yeah, correct. You can vote once a day.
Huh. So you get like 10 people to vote for 10 days?
Yeah, basically. No, I mean, the lead girl on there has like 4,500 votes or something. So
How dare she?
it's just a great way to get some new exposure.
Well, good podcast.
Thank you. Music Sound.
Music City Spotlight.
Music City Spotlight.
Bada bing, bada boom. Tell us what's up, Isaac. What's your last name again?
Courson.
Courson. Isaac Courson, a gentleman from Alaska, singer-songwriter, and also, I think, a Navy SEAL.
Yeah. I just got out. No, I don't want to disrespect anyone in the service. I am no such thing.
That ended quick.
I got a brother in the Navy. How about that?
I have a little sister. She's a Marine.
Nice.
But anyways, yes. Props to all of them. I know I am a supporter of that situation. It's not that easy, huh?
No.
Especially nowadays. Like, I feel like I've been finding that a lot of them seem to not be sure of what they're doing because they're conflicted with this year's election and just other things in general.
Yeah, the election's crazy. I don't know.
When I meet people from... Well, you're from Alaska.
Yeah, I'm from Alaska.
How do people see things there? Who are you guys kind of like in cahoots with? Not in cahoots, but like as a Texan, we know the Mexican culture as does California. You know what I mean? Like, what does Alaska sort of relate to?
Alaska's more conservative. Although, like, if you are talking Anchorage, which is the biggest city in Alaska, it's more liberal. But, I mean, overall, Alaska's certainly more conservative and Republican. As far as this election, I don't want to blow up any political news feeds or anything, but I don't know that either of the candidates are so great.
Well, most people, I think, feel like that.
Yeah, I would say so.
But as an Alaskan, like, so you guys are generally vote Republican, you're saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I've never voted, one, for presidency, but two, I'm 25, so I've only been through a couple.
Right, me too.
But I remember thinking back when I was 17, I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna turn 18, I'll be just the right age just to vote, but I was so stupid. I didn't understand anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I still don't really understand it.
It's hard. I mean, even with, like, there's so much expansion of knowledge, but with that, it's so much harder to find what the truth really is, you know? You never know who's lying or who's telling the truth, or unless you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, or is that how that expression goes?
I'm not sure.
Unless you do, then it's hard to know what the truth is. And even if you do, there's so much editing you can do that you can make someone sound like they said something that they haven't said.
They sound like they're lying before the editing, though.
Oh, yeah,
they sound like
ones.
Robots. Almost all of them, though, until recently.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
they stopped talking all weird. That's why I think Trump is popular.
That is absolutely why Trump is popular. I think if you look at his tendencies, that most people are, his following is, I don't think they're making a good judgment on what he's going to do based on his past. Oh,
definitely.
You know, I mean, he's only been a Republican for 6 months. And I think people are just outraged with the political system. And the same thing, you saw the same thing on the other side with Bernie Sanders. People are just fed up with the system.
Did he just go away, like, from one day to the next?
Who, Sanders?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he lost.
What's he up to now?
He's still a senator. He's back in Congress.
I just thought maybe he was, like, planning out.
No, and that's the thing that I don't understand. That's the thing I don't understand about Bernie Sanders, is that people want to tear apart the system, and he's been in the system for the last 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. You know? That's another thing.
Why?
Well, they're all full of lies, man.
At least Trump is new. At least he wasn't a politician. I think he's crazy, but you know, at least that narrative made sense. But it's definitely, I mean, people are just outraged.
Fed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like we don't have any actual say and things. Well, that's what I've been noticing about Washington, like, supposedly, and that's what people say, that it's progressive and all of that because the state listens. But the state and the federal government, supposedly, but the state and the federal government are two different things. And just, it's from having moved from Massachusetts from Texas to Massachusetts to Tennessee and to Washington, they've all been pretty different.
Yeah.
They have been, in the way, like, how much things cost and what things are being taxed, and at the end of the year, how much money they're going to keep and how much money they're going to give you back.
Yeah.
It's fairly drastic.
You're right, for sure. I mean, Alaska has... I mean, in Washington,
you guys get paid money to just live there.
Well, that's true. We get
the
permanent fund dividend, but that, who knows? I know they're, like, trying to mess with that right now. Even the politicians up there, trying to. I'm not exactly sure the political issues up there currently, but I know that they're trying to do something with the dividend, and it's. I don't know. I'm personally about less government and less taxes, and let the free market do its thing. Personally,
yeah, but people fuck things up, and like if you let people do.
Yeah, but if you let the free market run, the people that fuck up get washed out. That's how the free market works. That's why the top companies rise to the top. I mean, and
here's the thought: that whole, like, the whole outsourcing thing and wanting to bring things back, right, and jobs, keep them here,
right.
But at the same time, why do they more belong here than anywhere else? If people are being treated properly, if you're doing it outside of this country, and reporting all your earnings, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's unconstitutional to Donald Trump says he's going to bring manufacturing companies back to this country and penalize people that are out, but that's not constitutional.
Doesn't he have like businesses that are running off of people in other countries making his product?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true too.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty certain
that's how you make money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're all lies. You know, saying one thing but then saying he's gonna do something else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't run a business, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know. We're musicians, so we don't know what we're talking about. Have some more wine.
I just make some music.
Yeah, just make music.
Yeah.
Well, what else is Seattle all about, man? I just moved here.
Oh, they're all about music.
Are they? That's good.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
You could find an open mic here 7 days a week. You could find concerts here 7 days a week.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, they do a lot of music.
How are the musicians? Are they all right?
Yeah, you'll find great musicians in Seattle. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Even at open mics, you'll have regular Joe, but you'll also someone will go up there and rip on the guitar like you've never seen in person before, and it's just a great musical community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like the people for sure a lot.
Yeah,
since I've been here. No, I mean, I shouldn't just jump the gun, but
no, but I mean,
but really, people seem to.
You can get the vibe of a place pretty quickly just walking the streets.
Nobody honks and nobody jaywalks, and that's kind of weird to me. Do cops actually give out tickets? Like, if I cross the street and no cars come, there's no oncoming traffic.
No, you're not gonna get a ticket.
No,
absolutely.
That's what I was worried about, because
I bike for a living frequently. That's the majority of my living at the moment, and.
Right.
I try to not do anything super dangerous. I know that most people hate bicyclists, but you know, if I ever got ticketed for running a red light, I would quit running them.
Not running a red light, but you know how, like, when you stop and it's a crosswalk,
right?
And there's no cars are coming through.
Yeah.
And then like, I just see people that are just standing there and they don't just cross the street.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the white little crossing guy.
Well, I mean, it depends on who.
That's pretty common there, though.
Because there's a lot of, like, okay, you just moved here during the summer, so a lot of people are tourists.
That's true.
If you're a local, you don't really.
That's silly,
if there's no
right?
cars coming, you just walk.
That's true.
Just look both ways.
Yeah.
You know, but the locals do wait for sure. Or I mean the tourists.
But they still don't honk.
Wait. But I mean, and I guess it just depends on who you are. Even I'm sure there's plenty of locals that wait. I certainly don't.
Well, why are people like that here? Like, so, like, laid back, and they're super nice, and like, I even found myself in here's another driving situation. I was trying to go forward, and some other lady was trying to take a left, right in front of me. So she was gonna have to cross me, and we were in a parking lot. So I just slowed down. I was like, go ahead. And then another lady opposite from her also was trying to get into the same lane, and then she was like, oh, you go ahead now. And then it was like three people all telling each other to go ahead, and then nobody moved. So eventually I just drove, and I was like, whatever, and I was the one that started it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't know, people really are nice here. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's kind of, I'm not trying to be polite or nothing. Like, you guys are all nice.
I agree. I mean, I came here from Alaska, so it's like that and more, with some crazies thrown in. But
you mean Alaska's really nice like that too?
Yeah, very nice. Like, Seattle is very, very similar vibe to Alaska.
Is it because you're in the mountains, or is it a lot
I think
of greenery?
So. You know, we're just relaxed more because we got greenery around, and we have a well balance of weather. I mean, well, not in Alaska.
Everyone's getting a good minimum wage. You guys are getting your dividend.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no one in Alaska. The weather's wonderful. The country's wonderful.
How many siblings you got?
I have 6 siblings. I have 5 brothers and a sister. I'm the second youngest.
5 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you fight a bunch when you were a kid?
No, we did not fight a bunch. And it's like when you were growing up, there's so many of us that you just get in a fight with one brother, and you can just go play with another brother until it blows over.
Then you're like making like you're picking sides and.
Oh no!
Rivalries?
If I get mad at my little brother this morning, and we have a fight, then I go play with my older brothers, and then by the time my little brother wants to join in the older brother's game, it's all over. That's how it worked.
Yeah, you can't really hold a grudge. Just kind of.
Yeah, they're your brothers.
Well, I got in a fight with my sister like a week ago, actually.
Well, we're grown-ups now. It's different now.
Oh, so what are you supposed to do about it now?
I don't go play kick the can with the other one. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, we get along pretty well now. Still, so.
All of them?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Fortunate in that, I guess.
I guess so. Well, I generally I get along with my siblings and all that. It's just got in an argument with one last week.
Yeah.
While they were here, and I don't know. Then because when I don't live next to her, so it's just I don't really know what to do to fix it or anything like that. It's like you don't just the next day hang out.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times when you're this age and older, it's just stuff that build up over many years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when the truth comes out, I don't know. I don't like also like. Well, I feel like sometimes in a family, you'll keep the truth from each other just to either not get into an argument or for whatever reason. But it just, I don't know. Really, when you just don't live where they are, it builds up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had a small disagreement with a sibling recently, and I don't really necessarily know how to approach it yet either. But
it's fresh.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh. But and I don't, my family's pretty passive, so
in general,
it's pretty difficult to have that conversation and just that communication. Well, I have it with some siblings, some I don't really have that deep level with, and I don't really know how to approach it. I was pretty offended. I don't even know if he knows why yet, but who knows? I'll go back at Christmas. We probably won't have discussed it yet, and after some Christmas shopping and stuff, it'll probably just blow over. I don't know if that's particularly healthy.
I know that's particularly healthy. It's like, let's just let it go. Let's wait another 5 years and see where we're at when I'm 40.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one.
So you busk every day, or?
No, I used to. I busk a few times a week now. Doing some other things.
But you got a job and all that. Do you busk on your days off?
I do. I usually try to busk on the weekends. It really just depends on what I'm doing that week. I like to change my schedule pretty all the time, so I'm fortunate enough to have a couple of jobs where I get to be my own boss and sort of do that. So music is the money doesn't matter. The money shouldn't matter. So that's kind of what I'm willing to do, these other jobs, because I don't want to lose the passion of music and need the money to matter, So
that's true. Yeah, you don't want to whore it out, so to speak.
I mean, for example, when I moved here 2 years ago, I busked inside Pike Place Market every day, pretty much. And by the end of that, I think I started in June doing it every day, and I think I stopped in like October, because after tourism dies, it's very difficult. And and some people can do it year round, but I don't know if I wasn't good enough, or I just didn't have the style, or what it was, but I certainly couldn't do it all year round. The market dies. But
dude, I have so much respect for those people that really commit to busking as their way of making.
Just for me, playing the same, I gained a couple hours of material that summer, but just playing that 2 to 3 hours of material over and over every day just made me, and just worrying about the tips all the time and worrying about how many albums I pushed and needing to make this much and needing to make rent. It makes it work rather than just the passion of music. So for me, I had to take a step back from that and reevaluate and regroup and evolve before I came back out and started doing music again. And so here I am at this podcast, and I have evolved.
This is not the ultimate end to anything. This is just...
This is part of the journey.
It's having fun. That's why I like it. That's why I like the podcast. That's why I like traveling. I like really listening to anybody.
Yeah.
There was an Asian guy like a couple blocks ahead of you today when I passed you, and he was playing, that Asian string instrument where it's one string and a bow. Mm-hmm. Whatever it's called. I think it starts with an O.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I know who you're talking about, but...
And Shannon was like, why don't you invite that guy over? And I'm like, because if I had that guy over playing in my apartment, someone would, come knocking on my door.
Yeah.
But, no, because I wouldn't. I'll record that guy. That's the kind of thing that should, be... What's the word? Documented.
Yeah.
And that's why... recorded. Oh, There's the word.
There you go.
That's why it's a record.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you think of that flash drive idea?
I think it's pretty good. You'd have to try to find out.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's hard to give a good answer. Explain your jump drive idea a little bit so I can expand on it.
I've done it in the past, but yeah, so you...
you have? Okay.
Well, whatever. It's not like anyone from before is listening.
Yeah, go for it. You got it.
We start a Kickstarter. We use that money, whatever it is, $2,000, to buy the flash drives. And we use all the common technology that we already have to do what we are already doing, put it on said flash drive, and sell that sucker.
Yeah, so I think that's a very good idea. I think the difficult part about doing it on the street would be getting people to understand what you're doing.
Oh, it's not about doing it on the street. You could do it online and all the normal quotation marks stuff that we're already doing. But sure, if you want to take a few on the street, if you want to take your CD, fine. But yeah, at least you have the flash drive option. Because there's a lot of kids like me that are going to pass you by and not want to buy a CD because
CD. I think it's... Yeah, I definitely think it's a good idea.
I think everything's going to go in that direction. CDs will probably be obsolete before you know it.
I don't know if that's true.
Really? Why? What's so good about them?
I think the reason I don't know if that's true is because vinyls are coming back. So it's like
vinyls are super different. They sound super different.
Yeah, but I think it's also part of just the nostalgia of the old school. CDs, I think that's part of why I am from the generation... I'm your age. Right.
I am from the generation of CDs.
Yeah, me too.
I have no nostalgia towards them. I bought more CDs than anything else I bought as a teenager. I spent all money I made.
I personally did.
I had hundreds and hundreds of CDs. Well, I get you. I guess...
I personally have the nostalgia of it. Like, I remember just growing up, being jealous of people that had...
more CDs?
What you had, just had hundreds and hundreds of CDs on, a CD stack shelf.
Well, I used to buy those,
I don't know. And they're... people that busk are always going to want to sell stuff on CDs.
Or flash drives.
You can put them next to a Starbucks cash register and just have CD physical copies there. I think they make sense for a lot of people. If you could get the jump drive thing to catch on and then that became common knowledge, then maybe it will go that direction.
When
they will become obsolete, but
when a record's significance lied in its sleeve.
Yeah.
So a flash drive could just be in a big sleeve. If that's what you want.
That's true. If that's
the nostalgia, work. Then you buy a whole sleeve and has all this stuff and you just take the thing and you plug it in. Even straight into your car nowadays.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, that's true.
Or they even sell those flash drives where half of it is USB and half of it goes into your phone. So you can plug it straight into your phone.
That would be crazy.
That's happening now,
if you could do... Is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't even know.
No, they exist now. Yeah, so they have like flash drives where half of it is USB and the other half goes straight into your phone.
No way.
And your phone can read off.
Cool. If you could get those, I think.
See what I'm
saying?
saying?
I do think you could make it explode if you got those.
It's not about me alone. Like, I'm just one person, one musician, and I share this.
No, but
idea
I just didn't even know that it existed. So if
yeah, I didn't know either. Like months ago, I didn't know that flash drives could bear 1 terabyte. I know.
crazy.
Did you know that?
Isn't that like 1,000 gigs?
Yes, it is.
That's
1,000
that's
gigabytes.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, man.
That's crazy.
But that's what the situation.
Yeah, and like, okay, so one other thing, I think there's a way to like get like digital download cards. That would be super easy to move on the street, I think. And
but it's not physical, and then you
CD.
lose like the whole. That's what I find nostalgic, and like
That's true.
You break it down. That's what I think is actually significant is the holding of it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want. Like I do find some of that nostalgic. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose.
How like cozy is a jump drive? You know. I don't know. I mean, when eight tracks weren't cozy. Those were a thing.
Sure,
know?
But this isn't
So
just 8 tracks anymore. You gotta remember.
No, I was saying you could be right. You know, it's just
yeah. Well,
yeah, I don't know. They might be obsolete, but vinyls are that many years old, and they're still not obsolete.
Not at all. Do you see that thing right there? I mean,
Yeah.
and that's only like 2 years of collecting, and I love those things.
Nice.
It's like it's funny, right? That like, it's funny actually. True that like some people sold those, made money off of them, and now they're being sold, but they're not making any money off of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like these things are being sold. Like if I buy a James Brown record, he's not gonna make a single penny off of that. I don't think.
Depends on who you buy it from.
A record shop. I don't think
so
they're paying people
if they're old
royalties.
school, like if it's recycled, then no, he's not gonna.
Oh, well, that's the only ones I want.
But if it's not recycled and they're brand new,
I don't want the brand new ones.
Well, then yeah, if they're recycled, no, he's not gonna make money on the same product twice.
Those brand new ones suck.
I don't know. I have John Mayer's new, maybe not his new album. I think the last album he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have it, and it came on a CD and also the vinyl, and that was. I mean, I'm sure that was new, and that was. Yeah. It was actually a gift for Christmas.
But that was being recorded today, and so like as somebody that records.
Mm-hmm.
When I set up these microphones, I set them up so that they sound good onto whatever I'm recording.
Right.
You know, like my Pro Tools and whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
My dog. But so I mean, I don't know. I guess it's also people get all nostalgic and start.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of CDs.
Really?
Frankly, personally, no.
Then you gotta keep CD players around because
That's right.
you might stop making them.
Well,
or learn to make them.
What's that?
Learn to make them.
That'd be.
Do you think that'd be that hard? What is
Absolutely.
it? What is a CD player like?
I don't know. I know they have a laser that reads data. So that's way beyond me there. Just in that one description alone.
If it's like a record,
I think it's not that hard. It might not. Certainly, it wouldn't be as difficult to build a record player. But to build a CD player,
needle that picks up. Yeah, I know, right? How the hell does a laser?
I think
pick
a
up?
CD player is like a record player with a laser instead of a needle.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, what do we know?
I think that's what basically it does.
Well, we could go into your concert now if you like her.
All right, for sure. Let's do this thing.